Day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Wild Hearts. Now with freshly improved audio balancing, I hope. I've actually started editing now, and I realize that even though my settings are the same as they were on my old laptop, OBS doesn't like the settings on this laptop.
Oh,
I swear.
a lot of material. You want to know what's still to do? Here's the
OBS.
list.
OBS, you guys. I don't understand this program, but it's damn near sentient in its ability to thwart my... Anything else that is of any... This is such a bad card, you guys. Okay.
All right then.
Whatever.
Don't overdo it, will you?
So, if I recall correctly, if we check our map here, we were working on a selection of side quests that we needed to catch up on, making sure we cleared chapter 2. Or chapter 3, yes. Chapter 3 is all cleared of side quests. Oh, but we are missing up in chapter 2. Maybe that was what... That's what we need to do. Yes, we need to go back and do these. Okay, I remember. It's been a little moment since I, have actually, been in here, so... Forgive me while I orient on what I did last. It was about time that I started getting some audio editing and getting these ready to actually post. So we're tidying up chapter 2, it turns out.
Are you able to find the bridge across the river? I know they crossed it.
Grab base neck. Threat overcharge. And then they are over by in Ice Tusk. Okie dokie. Can do. I did not have anything hung yet. I don't even remember. Bob and I have been trying to finish off the Hellfire Laharvac for a little bit now, and what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, I remember nothing. I have no idea. I didn't know that we are just going out the back here to where this Ice Tusk is hanging out. Just sit down nice and quiet, like. Actually trigger that.
All of them? This is what I was afraid of. Such a tool on the route used by the merchants. Devastating for trade. And I do hate to impose on them. But I would feel much happier if it were gone.
Beyond the fact that the dogs were interfering with me, I'm not even sure what happened there. Oh, it's just running away. Okay, well. I don't even need their materials at this point, but they're not going to just quietly let me recover from my injury. Small kimono woes. This is a good run for the pets. Of course, now I need a bunch of Blossom Trail, but that's for a little while from now. Yeah, hi there. You know what I like to say? Small kimono or a plague. That's not going to help me expose the weak spot that I wanted to expose. Oh, there's an owl. Fantastic, everyone. There's an owl. Fucking dog's blocking my shot. I was going to do some harpoon shenanigans, but, I guess I get to enjoy the, small kimono ruining that arena again. Yeah, when I told you they were terrible, episode 1, I meant it. I meant it a lot. I didn't even notice that crystal there. And I need those, you can see. I didn't even detonate the high-up vault. It had less than 80 health left.
May such a tragedy never be repeated.
What a relief to see you back safe and sound, and with barely a scratch. I am so very grateful. And I can only apologize for the grim scene you had to see. He kindly offered to help with the memorial service. His words are hard, but his nature is soft. Natsume tells me he was born and raised in a small village, somewhere outside the region. A rare place of peace, which somehow managed to escape the wars of the samurai. Until one day, when he happened upon a warrior who had fallen in battle nearby, and helped him back to the village to nurse his wounds. And do you know what the samurai did to repay this debt of kindness? Something very awful indeed. He burned the place to the ground. The entire village. All that was left were a handful of villagers and acres of charred land. The boy's parents were killed that day too. So many tragedies fill our world. So you see, Yataro is very wary of strangers. Wary of letting down his guard and suffering again as he suffered then. I just hope cherishing Minato as he cherished his village offers his anguished spirit a little comfort.
Yeah, so there you have it. Like, way, way back when I told you guys that we should be nice to the kid because he had a pretty rough history. That was specifically why I was saying that we should cut the kid some slack. Like, yeah, he's he. Oh, I cut him slack with his attitude because that is a rough, experience.
Joy to see rebirth. Ah, now there is a sight for sore eyes. May I call on your dazzling skills once again? It would appear that recent kemono affrays have made travel around the Harvest Canyon quite unsafe now. With passage by the frozen fort also unwise, and the seas as angry as they are, I do wonder how the Crimson Treasury will survive. Would you take pity on a poor storekeeper and dispatch any troublesome-looking kemono around the canyon for... Oh.
What a surprise. She's got another chore lined up for you.
Hardly a chore, Yataro. It is a perfectly respectable hunting request. Which I am sure you are far too kind to decline.
Ugh.
I mean, yeah, I've got it, but...
Oh, how you pamper me. You see, the right decision is an easy one to make.
There's no talking to you. I know that. But you should really learn to say no sometimes.
Of course, on arriving at the canyon, it is always possible that you will find no sign of kemono trouble. But do be careful. We simply could not bear to lose you.
Just try not to get killed. I want to be able to sleep at night.
I have no doubt you will live up to my every expectation.
Okay, so we've got another thing to grab down there, but I'm actually going to do a quick sound check first because I'm messing with my audio levels. Let's head down to the wharf. Audio check successful, I guess, for now. With OBS, you know, stay tuned. If you need
A lot of
something?
materials. You want to know what's still to do?
No, I was just turning
Here's
this
the
on.
list.
Okay, so that leaves us needing 9 points. Oh, there's 5 of them right there. Yep, okay. Grab more nonsense. Okay. We don't even technically need to grab anything else here.
Right.
We'll finish that off.
Good
Just
luck, Hunter.
good to refresh on what I need. Why is this indicated? Oh, it must be just for the lava bat quest that I told you we're going to get to. So, for now, that takes care of that up there. And we needed to grab these 2 off the spirit isle. We'll go to the seashore camp and see if my fish are ready. But yeah, so the quest to bring down the Hellfire Laharback continues. My luck with a random third party member has been catastrophic of recent days. I will be looking forward to when I go there alone. and beat it solo as a matter of personal pride, as opposed to just me and Bob being casual, although between you and me, I'm close to suggesting that we just do our best alone, see how it goes. After what I would call as a breathtaking display. A lava back of bad teamwork. Bob and I ended up matched with this person 3 times in a row. And I realized that they were going to be troublesome basically right away when they joined. And immediately placed like 3 repeating crossbows. He ran and got the thread rocks. And then he placed more crossbows. And I would be happy to give a breakdown of the best snacks for at least a stamina weapon. Or for the I just want to live crowd, of which I am a firm adherent since Monster Hunter. Tempered Devil Joe broke me, you guys. The Tempered Pickle in World just broke my spirit, and I've never recovered. I went from trying to be a good DPS player like everyone else to I just want to live. That continues to this day. I just want to live. Okay. Let's head out. Looks like the lava back is underneath. I'm so fascinated by the progressive map. Like, it's very strange. It's like you can go back to Chapter 2, but you can't go back to Chapter 2. It's like... Like, for instance, right now, I can basically guarantee there will be no cicadas at all if I go down to that arena. I can basically assure you there will be no cicadas. And, those blue flames are indicative of another late-game friend. But this is a quest from Chapter 2. At any rate, the current mission is to make short work of our Chapter 2 side quests, so that we can go clean up side quests from the later chapters, and one of those will involve the Mighty Lava Back that we are currently being asked for to progress the main story. Actually, let's do that too. 100% don't need to go with that, but I'm going to. Like, right there, but that is just a pure trauma response, you guys. That is a pure trauma response, that Elemental Lantern. Because I've been fucking around with the Hellfire Lahar back. How did that happen? How did that happen, I wonder quietly to myself. I wanted to stop him with those arrows in his arm, but... But yes, so as I was saying before I got distracted on the food subject, then we broke the Hellfire Laharback's hip, and this random immediately stole that hunter's arm. Which I don't normally get too worked up about, because obviously other people need Karakuri Thread too, and I do have a build that regenerates Thread. But the kicker is that the basic Karakuri that Bob currently has equipped lets him use the healing vaporizer, which is an AoE, basically full heal for the team. Now, he doesn't really do the Hunter's Arm in combat, so he's not really, like, technically in this conversation, but we're making him part of this conversation because the healing vaporizer is very useful. I missed. And my basic Karakuri, you're seeing a lot of. I use the healing mist. I use the chain trap. I use the harpoon. I use the repeating crossbow. I use all of these things regularly to create a lot of fusion Karakuri in the deeply volatile fights. And further, about me specifically, I also get my potions back by doing Hunter's Arm. Yeah, he's gonna go to Caldera. So, the first time I didn't think much of it. And we ended up failing because this kid died 5 times. It's a miracle if you get someone up in a deeply volatile fight after they've been down 3 times. Like, just for the record, it is a miracle if you're able to get someone up after they've been down, if they're down on their 3rd time. We got him up 5 times, with him finally killing the run with 15 seconds on the clock to a timeout, and the Hellfire Laharback wasn't even in death state. At which point, I had the unfortunate realization that, this kid genuinely, was relying on the repeating crossbow for DPS. And, not his, claw blades. And we would go and matchmate again, or I called for help again. Same kid joined. And we had the same result. With him immediately stealing all of the Hunter's Arm for the repeating crossbow that is great at stagger and bad at DPS. You cannot rely on the repeating crossbow for DPS. You can't. You can't even rely on it to stun every time. Like, there is an art to the repeating crossbow. It is one of the best early game Karakuri you will get, but you need to actually have a basic understanding. And it was also, like, really hurting the run that I was not getting any of the Hunter's Arms, and he was breaking all the thread rocks early. So, the chain traps, the harpoons, the healing mist, the things that I do were not being done. And I was running out of health, because I was not able to regenerate any potions in the middle of the fight. Which led to the, I would say, the ultimate kicker of this whole debacle. Came on the 3rd time that we matchmade, and it was the same damn kid. Now, I, at this point, don't know how to kick someone out of a hunt. But as it would turn out, I didn't need to. Because I was determined, this time, that I was going to get that hip break Hunter's Arm, no matter what, because he had evidenced to me very clearly that he's effectively useless. All he has is the repeating crossbow, and he is hitching his wagon to that, and we've failed twice with that strategy. I need that threat overcharge. Please and thank you. And, in response to me successfully getting to that Hunter's Arm first, he just quit. So, you know, GG's all around to that kid. And other reasons that I generally don't enjoy multiplayer in random lobbies. Just in case you were curious. I have many stories that I can tell. But that's the first one from Wild Hearts that was really just astoundingly just bad. Just everything about it was bad. What are you gonna do, though? I would expect that if you're matchmaking for the end game, that you have at least a basic understanding of what it takes to be a team player. And when you have gotten to see what your teammates are bringing to the table, know whether you should concede the hunter's arm. And, Kid didn't. Sure didn't. He, destroyed the run twice, and, then quit when I attempted to make the most of a bad situation by just really forcing that hunter's arm first. I didn't actually hit my card very fine. That was silly of me. The harpoon got his tail. Okay, fair enough, chicken. You can go. If I'd gotten that off a little bit sooner, I would have attempted to get my high arrows detonated, but... Yeah, so suffice to say that last Bob and I were challenging the Hellfire Laharback. It was quite a debacle. And it remains unbeaten at this point. I expect that we'll be attempting more of it tonight, but... You know what else remains unconquered in my main save? I still don't have a complete set of layered gear for this game. The cladding costs in this game might be insane. Maybe. Like, not to put too fine of a point on it or anything, but, I basically have nothing to do except work on that, and even I have not completed a set of cladding. Due in one part to bad RNG with getting the orbs that I need, and in other part to just the cost. Oh my goodness. Like, my thumbnail for this series is with an incomplete set of layered. It's half and half right now. I finally made the gloves yesterday. But I'm still, I think, 3 Natsukadachi orbs short of the boots. And to be fair, I have been distracted with just carrying on in... Do I need small kimono materials here? Carrying on in this... I need 3 minerals if I can find them. Okay. With carrying on in this series, so I haven't been working too terribly hard at it, but... And they've even made it harder to get the kimono orbs that you need. It used to be you could kind of game the system a little bit to preserve a hunt if you had a double hunt that had the orb that you need. It was possible to just hunt that creature and then quit the hunt and start again, and that has been patched. So now your volatile hunts are totally random, and you will just deal with it. You know, the cladding that I made, just point of fact, called for only one creature. It called for 39 of those kimono orbs, for the record. And I still don't have all of the locale orbs. But let me tell you, I was happy that my new laptop was a day late in arriving, because fucking crabs. I don't know who's just not in the mood, you guys. Yeah, I just upgraded my laptop, and it was a day late in arriving, and during that day, Bob and I farmed all 39 of those kimono orbs from that creature, which we have not met yet. We will meet it later. And also, just for the record, because I believe in transparency, like 70 to 80% of the reason I'm planning on switching you guys to my main save is that I already have like most of a layered set done. Like, because I played Rise on the Switch, I didn't cover it. But, this isn't quite like Monster Hunter, where layered armor is relatively easy and pain-free. Here, if you want cladding, you will be giving your blood, sweat, and tears to that pursuit for many hours. That is also why I used my main character in the thumbnail for this series. You guys, I have put like the better part of 12, 20 hours into this layered set, and I want you to see it, even though it is not relevant or applicable at all to a playthrough of the campaign, because you don't even get access to cladding until afterwards. I don't care. I have put so many hours into that layered set. Huh, nice. So we get to have a chat with Ran. First, we'll do our obligatory stop to see if Kogukyo has grain.
How beautiful. Which item has caught your eye?
Does. She has miso, too. And miso is quite expensive to produce, so...
Forever humbly at your disposal.
I'll grab that. We're gonna duck over here and change these out. I don't remember what my gem rice farm was like when we left off. What was I doing? It's an excellent question. What on earth was I doing? Oh, and also, since you guys got the talk on the gem rice and how incredibly good and valuable it is, we've completely, like, upended the way that that is farmed, just wholesale. Do I seriously have, like, 40 unprocessed miso rice. These haven't even been smoked yet. Good grief, I need to spend time in this game. Really, at that point, if you guys feel like bearing with me a moment. So, this shrine over here was explicitly for hellbird. Because I was expecting to get pushed out of the arena like I did the first time because I constantly underestimate myself and what I'm capable of. So, I was expecting that I was going to get pushed out and would have trouble. And I made the tactical decision to not do that instead. So, now that we will never, ever, ever be fighting Hellbird in Minato again, we can just go on ahead and plop together. Oh, I can only do one. Boo. I need more smokers. Do I have anything that is taking up plant energy here? Anything at all that is taking up plant energy here? No. I have nothing that is consuming plant energy, is the short answer. Can't do another fire smoker either. Oh well. 3 smokers is gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to be more diligent in this game to get that smoke. Or do I not? I wonder. Do I not do that? What is my situation? Maybe I don't put too much pressure on getting that taken care of. Because if I don't smoke that, I can always send that back to my main save. But Bob can't pick it up if it's smoked, because you can't put smoked things into the communal chest, so perhaps I go easy on how much of that I actually need to smoke, because that would certainly be nice to just send back to my main game.
Hey, the rebuilding's going well. Everyone seems happy with our progress. Here, have a new bag. You'll be able to fit more in this one. A little token of appreciation from everyone in Minato. I'll be getting on then. Yes?
More town repairs.
Was there? You're welcome to come and check our progress later.
More pouch space, more accurately. Okay, so then we needed to turn this in and that in. And we should be good to call the episode. Is that underneath? That might be underneath. It is underneath.
Ah, it's you. That's perfect. Vessels can pass safely by the island again now. We get all sorts of supplies from the north. Clothes, nets, you name it. If boats can't get through, Minato really suffers. What with violent seas and the kemono to deal with, crewing a ship is a hazardous occupation around here. Indispensable for the town, however. Much like you hunters are, I think you're all doing amazing jobs. Every one of you.
And while we're down here, we can get ourselves a new card.
So, a lot of material. You want to know what's still to do? Here's the list.
Here's praying for good ones. And because I've realized that my logo is actually in the way, we're up to a point where our total card value is 9,200 gold. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take the Fusion Karakuri, the Dragon Karakuri. Those are both kind of free. I do regularly buy from Kogukyo. I'm going to do... Oh, I mean, I'm actually sure I'm going to be doing that, but... Grab that. And... Now we're always grabbing food, so I guess we'll grab that too.
Alright then.
Okay.
Let's catch up again soon.
And I won't bore you with the specifics of placing the fusion and the Dragon Karakuri and all. We'll go turn this in, and then I'm going to just in here in Minato, I'm going to conjure all of those and then get new quests.
Ah, it's you. Did you really hunt the kimono? Wait, is this a relic from the Spirit Isle? From when people used to live there? I'd never seen something like this. It's so small and round. I wonder what people used it for. Oh, actually, Ji-san said he saw a really strange small and round creature once, when he was still a merchant. Maybe it's a model of that. Anyway, it was definitely made by people. That's for sure. Thanks for bringing it back for me. I wonder what sort of things people in Minato used to trade with people on the island. And I wonder when that stopped. And when did people stop living on the island? Ji-san said he asked his Ji-san about it, but he said he didn't know. Hey, maybe the wheel was like a beacon, so people from the island could find Minato.
Okay. Also, I love that we do little tasks for this child, and he rewards you with pets, which gives him, you know, I like that, I would say. You can always reward me with just cute animals. Like, I'm easy to buy like that. And before we log out, I suppose we can always duck back here and see about when the last time I actually cashed in crests was. I'm so bad at this. Like, I'm tragically bad at remembering to actually do this.
That I continue to reward your meritorious achievements in her absence. It will be an honor. I wish you continued success with your hunting.
The answer seems to be that it's been a minute since I actually turned these in. Yeah, it's like, for instance, I was on the second to last crest to unlock. And, there, for reference. I was on the second to last crest to unlock, and I knew I needed to go turn in. And I forgot to turn it in. I killed 1 gazillion volatile kimono. And, finally talked to, the steward about that yesterday. I got my last crest. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, that tidies up our Chapter 2 side quest bonanza, as it were. If we checked Chapter 3 for things that we need to do, we are all clear except for a bunch of mighty kimono that you guys haven't seen me fight. Not sure how I'm handling that yet. Because we'll organically fight a lot of them. Then we are into Chapter 4, where we are picking up a selection of nonsense that we need to get done. In particular, we are saving Vassal's Vow for last, because that is, I can tell you, against a Mighty Lava Back, which will fulfill our condition to hunt the Mighty Lava Back to continue the story. So next time we're doing Chapter 4 side quests, and we'll go from there. I don't think these are all going to fit into one episode, so it might be 2 episodes. So there was like 6 of them. But we will be moving on soon. For now, I will thank you for joining me, and I will see you all next time.